5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Cheers! Cheers! Happy New Year! 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 Happy New Year, Father! Happy New Year, Father! Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Hi guys, hi friends, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. I know it's been a while, but I'm thankful to God that I'm able to be here today to have this conversation with you. I want to first of all start off by wishing you an amazing New Year 2024. I wanted to come here and share with you guys what my experience has been so far. I hope you guys are having an amazing 2024. Something wonderful happened. A lot of you guys have experienced this at least once in a lifetime, and that is crossover. So I wanted to share my experience with you that I had for crossover. So crossover for us, especially Catholics, not a lot of Catholics churches do crossovers, but this year I didn't just do crossover, I didn't just attend crossover, but I had the opportunity to have a benediction crossover. So unlike the typical crossover, we had a benediction. So we had an adoration for 1 hour leading up to the midnight 2024 or 2023 leading up to 2024. So while we were there, I invited a friend of mine. So I was there with my friend. Shout out to Brittany. So after the adoration, we went outside, we had wine, and we celebrated with other parishioners there that night. And so we did our countdown and we wished everyone a happy New Year 2024. So that was how my transition into 2024 was. So I had a crossover adoration. Very excited about. It was the first time I had that. So what was your experience like crossing over? But that's not what I want to share with you today, right? That's not just coming here to tell you guys I had a crossover adoration with the Blessed Sacrament and just complete 1 hour of silence. What I want to share, and it's something I told my friend after adoration that night, I said, damn, it is hard. It is so hard to really follow Jesus, to really be with Jesus. Like 1 hour, I was distracted, and I bet she was too at some point, because to be still for 1 hour and not distracted and just follow and just be in the presence of God was extremely difficult for me that day. And then that led me to think about Peter, James, and John. We all know the story of when they were leading up to Jesus' betrayal and his death and all of that. So Jesus took Peter, James, and John to pray for him, to pray with him, not for him, to pray with him because of the agony that lied ahead of him. And they fell asleep. They fell asleep 3 times. Jesus would come back and tell them, why are you sleeping? Ask him, why are you sleeping? Wake up. Can you not stay this 1 hour with me? So let me stop talking and just read that verse to you. So I have it right here with me. I'm going to just read that to you, and then I'm going to go further into what I'm trying to explain here. So I'm going to be reading from Mark chapter 14 verses 32 all the way to 42. Okay, so let's read it together. If you have your Bible, it reads as follows. And they went to a place which was called Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, sit here while I pray. And he took with him Peter and James and John, and began to be greatly distressed and troubled. He said to them, my soul is very sorrowful, even to death. Remain here and watch. And going a little further, he fell on the ground and prayed that if it were possible, the hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible to thee. Remove this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what thou wilt. And he came and found them sleeping. And he said to Peter, Simon, are you sleeping? Could you not watch 1 hour? Watch and pray that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And again he went away and prayed, saying the same words. And again he came and found them sleeping, for their eyes were very heavy, and they did not know what to answer him. And he came the third time, and he said to them, "Are you still sleeping and taking your rest? It is enough, the hour has come. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. See, my betrayer is at hand." And that is the end of this verse. So that was Mark chapter 14, verses 30 to all the way to 42. Why am I sharing this story with you? When I'm very sure you've heard this many times, right? Many times. So after adoration that day, I said to my friend, I said, "Damn, Brittany, can you imagine how Peter, James, and John, I always thought it was so easy. But then I realized in that moment how difficult it is to actually sit still." He came back and he said to Peter, James, and John, "Are you still sleeping?" They could not keep watch for 1 hour. And how many times have you thought something is so easy to do, and then when you put yourself in that position, you cannot even do it, you cannot even get half of it done? Because that's how I felt. I'm going to be honest, that's how I felt about Peter, James. Like, why were they sleeping? He came the first time, I woke them up, they still felt like, why were they sleeping? Why were they not awake? You know, it's so easy for us to say that. It's so easy for me to say that. It's so easy for us to make all this judgment or analysis, not necessarily judgment even, but just analyze someone like and think something is so easy to do. But when it comes to following God, when it comes to following Jesus Christ, I bet you it is difficult. It can be difficult, and especially the more you try, it's like you're being that's where all the temptations try to come to you, because the enemy doesn't like light, right? But he said, "Let my will not be done, but your will be done, and if it's your will, let this cup come to pass." And so in that moment I started thinking, I was like, wow, I really should appreciate them more. I really should appreciate people. You see people's struggles, what they're going through, and sometimes you just need to take a step back. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna pray for you and I'm wishing you well, as opposed to saying, why did you or why did you not? You know, because we tend to render all of these blames or all of this analysis. Following Jesus is hard. So today I just want to come here and encourage you. Like, have grace on your priest, have grace on your pastor, have grace on your church leaders, have grace on your fellow Christians, have grace on your fellow church members. Don't be so quick to label fingers or to point fingers or to label people. Oh, are you not a believer? Or are you not a follower of God? Why are you doing this? Why are you not doing this? As a Christian, you should be. As a Christian, you should not. As a this, you should not. Like all of this. Just take a moment. Just pause. I want this to be one of the things you take into 2024. Just reflect. Because I promise you, if I did not have that adoration crossover, I probably would not have really taken time to sit down and try to visualize myself at Gethsemane with Jesus Christ. You know, we can be tired, our spirit can be willing, but we need push from somebody. And oftentimes it's not as easy as we may think it is. And I remember vividly saying to my friend, kudos to Peter, James, and John. They tried, they did an amazing. I started looking at them at a different lens, because I could not stand still. I could not stay still for 1 hour during adoration. It is hard. Just try being for 40 minutes, not even 40, just try staying for 30 minutes alone, just with your thoughts, with your mind, just alone. And tell me how difficult, and tell me how easy that is. And come back to this video and let me know your experience. So that was an amazing thing that happened this 2024, at the start of 2024, and I wanted to come here and share with you, because I'm hoping that the remainder of this year is going to be filled with so much grace, not just for myself, but for others, for other people, Christians, people in general, not necessarily just Christians, but anyone I come across. Show them grace, show them, be empathetic, right? Show them mercy. Because trust me, that situation they're in is not as easy as you may be thinking it is. Yes, I'll be the first to always admit if I make a mistake. I'll be the first to admit, like, yes, I did this wrong, or I said this wrong. I will be the first to admit that. And this was just an eye-opening for me, and I needed to share this because it's been on my mind since the first of 2024 till this day. I was like, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that experience, and I wanted it to be the first video I make for this year 2024. So I really do hope that one of your resolutions is to show mercy, is to be gracious towards people, is to have grace towards people. And remember, no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many times you slip, Jesus is always there to come and lift you up, to give you the strength. The Holy Spirit is there with us so we could continue our life's journey, to give us the support that we need. As long as we're not falling and remaining on the ground, we are ever going to progress. That's how we grow, that's how we progress. And please have grace, show grace to men of God, women of God, children of God, people of God, everybody. Just show them grace. Don't be so quick to criticize people, your pastors, your women of God, your men of God, your church members. Do not be so quick. The Bible says, let he who has not sinned be the first to cast a stone. Right? We've all sinned, so be gracious. In a time of social media where everything is on social media, where it's easy to go on there and say all the mean, the nasty things to another person just based on what you hear, do not do that. Don't. Okay, friends, please let me know how your 2024 has been so far. If you do like this video, please let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, and let me know your thoughts. What other videos you may want to see next time, and I promise I'm going to do my best to come on here and share. I really do hope you're having an amazing 2024, and let me know what some of your 2024 goals are or resolutions are. That's definitely going to be the next thing we talk about on this channel, because I really want to share. I have a list of some things I want to share with you guys. That it was the first sermon that I had for this year by my priest, by my pastor in our church. So I would like to share some of the points that he shared, because I think everyone can use it. Everybody can use it. So please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.